Hey guys, what's going on? Today is Monday, March the 3rd. We are in Summerfield Community Neighborhood, something to that effect. It's called something like that. In Sevierville, Tennessee, we're here with my client, Rod. We just finished up a full sand and refinish for a client. How did you find us?
I found on the internet.
Is on the internet,
Google search.
on a Google search, had us come out to the house. He'd had some flooring where he was doing a remodel. They had a fireplace here. They removed the fireplace, at which point there was some area of the floor that was missing. So called us out, and it originally looked at just doing a patch in, and we gave you several recommendations. We gave you, I think, like 3 different options as to what to do. The full sand and refinish is what we pushed more than anything, and not because we wanted to take Rod's money. We love Rod's money. But more than anything, we made the client aware of that when we're doing a patch into an existing flooring, you're not always going to have a guaranteed match because it's an aged floor with a new floor. We pretty much got an idea of what you were looking to have done. If you were going to be here for a while, he plans on staying for a little while, selling the home. And we thought, for maximum value and for it not to look like a hack job, the best would be to remove what he had, patch in new flooring, and then sand, finish, and stain all of it to match. And I think it turned out great. Rod, what was your experience like in working with us?
Oh, I thought it was awesome. I think everything worked out exactly like we talked about. I was most worried about filling in with put new floor with the old floor.
Yeah.
And by the time we were done, you can't even tell. You cannot tell it was there. There was some sun damage from years past that was in there too. That was in other areas.
Yeah.
All that's gone. You can't see any of it. So. We were absolutely thrilled, and we went back and forth on a couple options.
Yeah.
That and I think any of those others would have looked like a patch. It
Yeah,
looked
exactly.
Like something that was a mismatch, and
Yeah.
the whole house just looks wonderful.
Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it. I think, like you said, you can't even tell where the patch happened. I know when you first saw it, you were a little bit worried, but once we sanded it, put the stain on it, put the finish on it, you really can't tell that anything happened here.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as the reminders and text notifications, email notifications, and everything like that, was there anything that stood out to you that you were happy with, not happy with, as far as getting those notifications?
The communication worked great.
Yeah.
I think the fact that I could tell that some of it was automated.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
But it was also you when there was times where we were talking and
Yeah.
communicating.
Yeah.
So no, I appreciate the text messages and
Perfect.
it worked out really
Perfect.
well.
That's what we always tell our clients is when working with a provider, that's one thing that's important because that's one thing that I value when I hire somebody. So I treat my clients the same way is like, communication is key. It doesn't matter. We could come in here and do an awesome job, but if I'm not communicating you, hey, we're on the way. Hey, here's what day we're going to be here. Like it makes the whole process from start to finish really smooth. So guys, that's one thing that we take a lot of pride in is that communication with our clients. It gets hard sometimes because there are so many, but we do our best. And I think we did a good job here with this one. Now, another thing that you and I were discussing out here that a lot of our clients who have had refinishing done prior and 10, 15 years ago, they're used to sawdust being all over the house, loud machines. They're used to the toxicity, the fumes, everything like that. Can you share a bit about your experience as far as the dust? Now, I know we had loud machines. We can't avoid that, guys. But as far as the dust control and the smell and the toxicity or anything like that, could you touch on that a little bit?
Absolutely. I was thrilled with that. There was a little bit of dust. We'll have to wipe down the kitchen a little bit. But for the most part, I'd say 99% of it was contained. The guys had, they were able to bag it. I saw very little of it. I know when the crew was here sanding, when they were done in the evening, they vacuumed.
Yeah.
So anything that was left over, they took care of it as well. But the equipment all had dust containment, and it worked really well.
Okay. Yeah, guys, we want to make sure that all of our clients are aware. That's one of the biggest questions that we get asked, and then what I was telling Rod out there is a lot of people are worried that when we're done, there's going to be dust everywhere, and it's in the ventilation system, and they're going to be dealing with the fumes and everything like that. All water-based, all HEPA filtrated, backpack vacuums, everything like that. Like he said, you might have to come through, do a little wipe down, but overall nothing too bad. Last 2 questions and I'll let you go. The next question, as far as respect for your home and your belongings and things like that and how we cared for the home while we were here, what would you say about that?
Oh, you and the crew did great. I never even gave it a thought. Everybody was very polite and respectful and like I said, it was never even a thought or a concern.
Yeah, that's another thing that we take a lot of value and a lot of pride in too, is when we come into a home, you're welcoming strangers into your home. So it's like you want to feel comfortable with who you're bringing into the home, that you can trust them, that things aren't going to get messed up. So that's one of the things that we pride, again, ourselves on, and we value that our clients give us that trust and they trust us in their homes. So it's very important for, both ways. And then last question, would you recommend or refer us to a friend?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Rod, that was it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Hey, I appreciate the work.
Yeah,
It's turned
thank
out
you.
great, and we're going to love it for a long time.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. That means a lot. No, you're good, man. That was awesome. That was a